Covering over 70% of our planet's surface, the ocean has always been a place of wonder. With every adventure, though, comes danger, and the creatures of the ocean are amongst the most dangerous on the planet. Able to kill you in a moment underwater, there's a good reason why so many people are afraid of the deep blue sea. Top 10 Best presents 10 Most Dangerous Sea Creatures in the World. 10. Lionfish. A favorite of aquariums the world around, this flourishing species is one of the fastest growing on the planet owing to its lack of natural predators and a reproductive cycle that can release over 2 million eggs per year. Their danger doesn't just lie in overpopulation and oceanic ecosystem destruction though. Known for their highly venomous spines, these beautiful fish have a sting so painful that it is said to make you wish you were dead. Luckily, the lionfish uses its spines mostly in self-defense, but just like you wouldn't pet a lion, it's worth leaving these little fish alone too. 9. Sea snakes. If you thought Snakes on a Plane was bad, wait until you see the sequel, Snakes All Through the Ocean. With over 50 different species swimming through our seas, these snakes have developed the ability to stay underwater for hours due to a huge left lung that stretches the length of their body. What makes them so dangerous is their venom. Similar to their land-bound cousins, the cobras, sea snakes can deliver bites with enough venom to kill 10 people. What's worse, even when dead and decapitated, their heads can deliver a reflex bite, which is just as deadly. Better steer clear of these swimming serpents. 8. Cone snail. From 2-meter-long sea snakes to bright little shells that fit in your palm, no one would blame you for not suspecting the deadliness of these creatures. Don't be fooled though, as this little sucker has a literal sucker with a harpoon-like tooth able to deliver a lethal injection of venom into anyone too close for comfort. The cone snail normally reserves this paralyzing sting for its fishy prey, but be careful. Able to pierce gloves and wetsuits with a fatal sting, who would have thought that collecting shells could be so deadly? 7. Saltwater crocodile. Our next entry won't cause any surprises. After all, who would think that a 240 million year old predator that can grow to over 8 meters in length and weigh over 1.5 tons, with the strongest bite in the animal kingdom, and with a signature move called the death roll, would be anything but deadly? Able to kill on both land and sea, these apex ambush predators have evolved into the perfect killing machine. A blend of tank-like scales with unbelievable stealth and dagger-like teeth designed to hold on to anything in their grasp. The scales on their spines are even angled in such a way as to stop ripples from appearing on the water's surface as they swim closer to the prey, highlighting the extreme ambushing skill of these dinosaurs. So, if you're visiting Northern Australia, make sure not to get too close to the water's edge. 6. Stingrays. What does this entry share in common with the last? Well, both were heavily involved in the life of the world-famous conservationist and wildlife expert Steve Irwin. Whilst his love for the previous entry gave rise to his nickname, the Crocodile Hunter, this entry was involved in his unfortunate and untimely death. Growing up to 5 meters long, from nose to stinger, these normally placid creatures can be deadly when cornered or attacked, with their long tails containing a sharp, serrated-edged spine, able to deliver a venomous sting to anything in front of it. Don't let their bad press fool you though. Whilst they can be deadly, most of their danger comes from people inadvertently stepping on them in shallow waters, resulting in nasty stings on the legs. So don't hate on them, just yell "crikey" like Steve would have if you accidentally step on one. 5. Electric eel. Coming in at number 5, this live wire of a fish doesn't look at all like it could be deadly, and yet, with the ability to deliver over 800 volts of electricity when threatened, these funny-looking eels definitely pack a punch. Their bodies contain thousands of tiny specialized electrical organs that act like batteries to store electricity. When the electric eel decides it needs to use its special power, it is able to activate these electrical organs all at once, delivering a paralyzing jolt to whatever is close by. What's more, it has the ability to recharge these little organs to attack again in quick succession, delivering multiple muscle-numbing jolts. Absolutely shocking. 4. Stonefish. This ugly-looking fish has the honor of being the most venomous fish in the world. Able to camouflage itself perfectly amongst the seabed, the stonefish has a defense mechanism we've seen a few times already. Its 13 spines that run along its back are able to deliver a dose of venom strong enough to kill a human. Initially causing excruciating pain and swelling when stepped on, the dangerous toxin can quickly lead to paralysis and tissue necrosis if no anti-venom is administered. So much for a quiet walk in the park. 3. Blue-ringed octopus. What weighs about the same as a AA battery but contains a deadly enough sting to kill 26 adult humans? That's right, it's this little sucker. The blue-ringed octopus is one of the most striking creatures in the oceans, with a tiny body covered in little rings that can change color to neon bright blue. As with most bright things in the ocean though, this is a big warning sign. The color change occurs when this tiny cephalopod is threatened, and the sting it carries in self-defense can cause paralysis and death within minutes. With no known antidote to the venom, you definitely don't want this for a swimming partner on your next holiday. 2. Great white shark. From a tiny killer to the largest predatory fish on Earth, there will be no surprise at seeing this fabled man-eater near the top of the list. A slightly unfair label, it turns out that great white sharks are very curious by nature, and more often than not, their attacks on humans are just test bites to see what we're made of. Not a real comfort, as these bites are often bad enough to tear off limbs and kill within minutes. Still, this iconic perfect killing machine brings 3 tons of muscle in a 5-meter long frame with over 300 razor-sharp teeth to the number 2 spot in this list, with good reason. It sits at the top of the oceanic food chain, and anything in its waters is prey. 1. Box jellyfish. Number 1 on our list has earned its top spot. This transparent, pale blue creature is responsible for more human deaths than the rest of the top 10 creatures combined. The box jellyfish has 10-foot-long tentacles covered in thousands of tiny suckers, and is able to deliver a venomous sting with enough toxin to kill 60 human adults. One of the few jellyfish that can actively swim, and with a top speed of 2 meters per second, getting away from this underwater killer is no easy feat. If stung, the myth of peeing on the wound won't do much other than make you smell. But with less than 5 minutes before one of these stings can cause your heart to stop beating, there's often not much else to try. With the ability to deliver their deadly sting even after their tentacles are removed from their body, it's no wonder the box jellyfish is our pick for the most dangerous sea creature in the world. We hope you enjoyed watching this top 10 best list, and please like and subscribe to catch all of our newest and greatest videos. As always, if you have any suggestions for future top 10 lists, comment down below, and who knows, maybe you'll see your name and idea come to life in the near future. Thanks for watching.